Do it.
This episode is brought to you by Laird on the stylophone.
I've just found ideal presents for both my little brothers. I'm happy. They don't watch it. I don't really care.
Alright.
They're never going to watch their big sister on a video. They're not that sad.
So, this evening we took Amy out to see some of the local colour. As I quite astutely pointed out, the local colour is that of fake tan. We walked from the area of Newcastle known as the Big Market up to what's called the Gate, fighting against a sea of fake tan vomit, overly muscly men in short t-shirts and vest-like things, and basically a load of mobile disgraces.
As I said to Colin earlier, there are sights that I will never unsee, and there are smells that I will never unsmell. And that is literally... that's what it was like. I was in a sea of... Oh. It was fuck awful. It was really horrible.
It's not good.
It was amazing.
It's the first Saturday I've been out properly, and once we got to the pubs we like, it was really nice. It was really nice, but
yeah, she dipped her toe into basically. So if you described the Big Market and the Gate as a sea or an ocean, Surfers Against Sewage would have a fucking field day there.
They wouldn't even fucking go there.
Yeah.
They would give up. They go, sorry guys, we can't even raise enough money for this bit. We're fucking off. They literally would.
But Amy did dip her toe into that soil.
I didn't dip anything in anything.
Oh, okay.
But yes, we walked through, but we were all wearing coats. Whereas everyone there was wearing... There was one girl wearing
I don't need a coat, love, because I'm hard as fuck, me.
I'm footing too drunk to notice. There's one girl that was wearing an ankle-length gold sequin dress.
She was hot.
I'm sure... Well, I can't think of any period in the last 100 years that they even existed, so I can't even say she was retro or anything like that. Or vintage or whatever.
She was wretched.
Yeah, she was wretched and some other clever word that I can't think of. She was awful. Yeah, it was damaging. There was one place I really liked was Baby what now?
A place called Baby Lynch.
Baby Lynch. It's actually a really nice venue. Kind of good mix of music. What were they playing when we first went in?
Manson.
That was very
Manson,
strange.
which I hadn't heard for 12 years, and I have still got on tape, which is amazing. If the music, so I get old. If the music weren't so loud and there weren't so many people, there's an amazing outdoor smoking area that is basically a room without a roof. That was absolutely fantastic, and that's exactly the kind of place I'd quite like to spend most of my time if it weren't so loud. But I don't like loud. Apart from my own voice.
Well, that is you've hit upon an interesting point about a lot of places in Newcastle, that there are some great bars, but a lot of them are filled with absolute assholes, and the people that like, for example, that Baby Lynch place. When we walked in, the choice of music was good, but I thought it was like iTunes on or something, because going from each tune to the next tune, it was just like start, or like a terrible mix.
Yeah,
but it was actually a frigging DJ.
Yeah, it was going from Amy Winehouse to the Beatles to Leonard Skinner to...
Yeah, but which would have been fine if, like, obviously one track can go into the next if it works. But they were literally just going mash.
Yeah, they were mashing into each other, and was literally someone on iTunes, and they had a DJ on, which was awful.
And this is like slap bang in the centre of Newcastle, and probably one of the most popular late night bars in Newcastle. Yeah. And they can't even afford to get a decent DJ. Oh, right. Well, this is turning into an awful rant. We've been going on about this for 5 minutes. On the positive side, today my mother gave me 2 bottles of whiskey. She was like, "Oh, Colin, why don't you just go off and be an alcoholic?" And I was like,
I met I met Colin's parents. Bloody lovely. Had to explain to them. Well, they obviously were shocked at Colin's attire because he looked smart. And I had to tell them that he wears that all the time now. They thought that he was going to court, but he wasn't. He just looks sexy all the time. They're really lovely, and they gave us whiskey.
So on that note, I'm going to decant a bottle of whiskey into a decanter, and we're going to neck it. So, good night.
Good night.
I want to.
Get a glass.
Feeble.
Fucking
Oh no, I'm just going to.
Okay.
Carter lost his breath.
Let's push it.